Station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper, your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. Find those streams online on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV. Glad to have you along on WTIM, your information station. I'm here with the Christian County YMCA Associate Executive Director, Andrea Bach. Great to have you here, Andrea.
Good morning, Avery. Thanks for having me.
So, it's been a little while since I've seen you. What's been going on?
Oh, my gosh. Well, we're continuing our installation project at the Y, which is became kind of a longer project than we anticipated. So we're hosting our annual day camp that we always have, but we continue to have lots of projects that we're trying to improve our building with, and it's been challenging this summer.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. Construction usually complicates things a little
bit.
But,
it does, but it's all for the better good,
right? Of course. Trying to create a better experience for the Y-goers.
Right.
And I know you have a lot of summer programs going on right now, too. Update me on some of those.
Well, summer brings swimming. So swimming's always something that people are attracted to the Y. Even being an indoor facility, people, sometimes say, well, you're not very busy this summer, but our summers are generally very busy. We host a lot of rental groups that come into our facility for summer swim. And then we've got swimming lessons, and we're gearing up for the fall for swim team. And we've just got a lot of things going on. And in light of all the other projects we've got going on with, construction and so forth, our fitness continues and things like that continue. So we're trying to maintain our daily busyness, get things done, and gear up for fall.
You also have daycare too, and day camps, right?
Day camps going on. We provide care to children for their parents who are working out. We do that. We'll be gearing up for fall with we just purchased a new bus. So that's an exciting thing for us. That doesn't happen very often. So we're currently in search of some bus drivers, and we're excited about it. We're excited about gearing up for fall.
What are you planning on doing with that bus?
Well, first of all, we've got to get it painted, which that's not an easy thing to do,
Yeah.
But luckily, we've got some resources for people that are always Y supporters, and I think that's right now it's yellow, so we can't drive it when it's yellow. So we've got to Y it up.
I hear you.
Right. So that's on the books, and that's going to happen this summer, I think, in a few weeks. So it's good. It's all good.
When it's all painted and ready to go, are you guys going to go on routes to take people
we'll
to
take
and
the
from,
children.
Or?
Yeah. Well, it's something that we run daily with the children just to school and from school, and just the same thing everyone's experiencing right now with finding staff is very challenging, and the Y continues to strive to find staff and offer good programs and good services to our members and non-members. However, it's been very challenging.
Yeah. In the middle of summer right now, are you holding any membership drives?
There's a membership drive right now for veterans, and then there'll be another one that comes up in August, and that'll be a separate topic. So we try to offer different membership specials at all times. Right now, if you're a veteran and you're considering a Y membership, it's a great time to get the information and call the Y.
And I have a little bit more info about that. I mean, what kind of benefit does a veteran get when they call the Y?
Right. There's a reduction in your fees. The joining fee is waived. And I believe that the monthly fee, there's also some waiving of some of those fees based upon that person's qualifications. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a great plan. You're also really looking forward to fall, it sounds like. Obviously the continuation of you mentioned swim team and everything else. So what else are you looking forward to?
Right. So well, August brings with it, we always try to Y work always kind of coincides with the school year. So we will have our annual pool shut down in August, which time that we try to repair a lot of things in there, because obviously filling that pool is very expensive. So we don't do it very frequently, but when we do it, we try to drain it and do everything all in one fell swoop. So it's very challenging, and it's always a challenge to get people who are willing to help in that endeavor. So we'll be doing that. And then when we gear up and we reopen, I think that the pool drain it the pool's set to be drained. I believe it's August 19th. So that'll go on. There'll be a lot of activity in the pool area trying to get geared up for fall. And then fall will offer swim team, we'll offer teen center, third, fourth, fifth grade, childcare, fitness as always, and we'll have all of our standard programs. We're getting ready to we've got some changes in personnel. So we're welcoming a new program director here before long. She has agreed to come on. We're very excited about it. And she's got some great ideas. So we're looking forward to the future.
Program director too. Who was the last program director again? I spoke
Mike.
with him. Mike, yeah.
Mike was with us.
He did a pretty good job.
Mike did a good job, and he had a better, he moved for a better opportunity for his family, and that happens. But we're very excited for our new person to come on, and she's excited too. So.
All right. Well, I also know that one of the things that you, with the Y, talk about frequently is your rock steady boxing class too.
Right.
Are you guys still taking people for that?
Oh yeah. Yes, that's one of our that's a really good program. It's so beneficial to the people that qualify to participate in that program. We have calls weekly, people with diagnosis and they don't really know where to turn, they don't feel well, and they hear it's a good program, and they get our instructors, Debbie Barry Smith and Shirley DeFrades. They really do a terrific job with the people and connect with them and prepare. And we've got some outstanding people that volunteer. Larry Kimner. My mind's drawing blank, but we've just got some. Steve Turner, he volunteers. So we've just got some really devoted people that come out and help these folks. And they do need a volunteer with them because, there's some instability that goes along with that disease. And they've always got a smiling face with that staff. So that'll be there. It's on Tuesday, Thursday morning. So if you've got a ALS diagnosis and you don't know where to turn, call the Y, because we really have a great staff.
You kind of hinted at it there a little bit, but for those who don't know, what is the Rock Steady boxing class?
Well, it's a program that was developed in Indianapolis, and my brother Lisa Tarr brought it to this area as her father suffers from that disease. And she felt very passionate about it. And then there was a change in her circumstances. So she the Y and Lisa got together, and we were able to help out with that. And so really, a lot of it started with Lisa, bringing it here, and just her family circumstances. But it's a program in which intense exercise really helps these people. Oftentimes, a person who suffers from ALS, they'll have a stoop shoulder, and the disease just takes on different characteristics. And with the extreme exercise that the program offers, those people start to become upright in a really short time, and you see them, and they're becoming more what do I want to say, aware of their surroundings, and you just see them becoming more alert. And it's really a beneficial program. You can see the change before your eyes. So if you're willing to do the work, it's hard exercise, but they do a great job, and it really improves their life and their quality of life.
Andrea, if anyone wants to go find out more information about the Rock Steady boxing class or any of the other programs or membership opportunities, where can they go?
Well, they can always call the Y at 217-287-7271 or visit our website, www.ccymca.org.
All right. That is Associate Executive Director of the Christian County YMCA, Andrea Bach. More from Andrea after this short break. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first.
WTIM. Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and WTIM TV YouTube. Brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm here in studio with Christian County YMCA Associate Executive Director Andrea Bach, talking about all the great things the YMCA has to offer. And, Andrea, you guys have done a lot of work with diabetes prevention in the past, and I understand you have a little bit of news to share with that, too.
Right. So prior to COVID-19, the Y was in the middle of it's called a DPP program. So that was a program that was founded between it was a collaboration between the CDC and the YMCA of the USA. So we've sent some staff and got them certified in the delivery of this program. So that was going on, and it was for people who had an elevated A1C and they were at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. So we promoted that program. We had some people that participated, and there are certain benchmarks you have to meet in order to consider it successful. All those participants hit those benchmarks. So that's attributed to their hard work. And also we have a terrific lifestyle. It's a coach that is the facilitator of that program, and her name is Jenny Foster. So Jenny, so that program was during COVID, and it kind of had to then go remote on Zoom, you know how everything went. And so now we're back, we're liking to roll that out. But the problem that we found was that people who had already developed diabetes needed help. They called and they wanted to be a part of the program, but based upon the standards developed by the CDC, they could not if they had a diabetes diagnosis. So we are bringing that program back, but it's going to be called a diabetes management and prevention program. Mm-hmm. So those folks that do have a diagnosis can participate, and it'll kind of be a twofold program. So there'll be nutrition information and kind of management of how to change things in your lifestyle to better improve your health, and really then equipping them with the know-how to be successful. And also the prevention part will still be, pretty much the same, but we're trying to condense it. It was a very long program. It was a 1-year program. So we're right now in the works of trying to condense that program so that someone who participates in that doesn't have to do a year commitment, but it's just taking a little bit of reworking and in terms of organizing the delivery of it. So we're currently working on that, and we're excited because I think there are a lot of folks out there that have receive that diagnosis, and you need to take that serious. It's a serious thing, and people don't really know how to manage that. So we're hoping that we can really benefit the community by that.
What's an example of something they'll learn through this diabetes prevention?
Well, there's going to be a lot of it, nutrition and exercise. Everyone it's kind of the same, but there are things that we get in the habit of eating and consuming and doing in our daily lives that really catch up with us at some point. And then you find yourself that, oh gosh, I got to reel it in. I really have let myself, outside the boundaries of what is really good for your body. So a lot of the management component will have a lot of nutrition information and things like that, and exercise, how to help, little things you can do with your day and your consumption of food. So that's that. And then prevention, and the prevention portion of it, that's all laid out. Another, kind of guiding people through making better choices on food and how that affects the body and why certain things are bad choices.
Any other information you want to share about that diabetes prevention program?
It's a work in progress. We're currently spending a lot of time, as I said, carving it out so that we actually have it firmed up, and this is how we're going to deliver it. So you can call the Y and get put on a list for that, and we'll contact you. I think that we'll figure out something today, I think, in terms of a hard date as to when we're going to offer it, but that's coming up.
Okay. You're also offering your fall soccer league once again.
Right.
Yes.
It wouldn't be the Y without fall soccer.
No
so that's
kidding.
always great. It's always great to get the phone calls that says, can my 3-year-old play? And we always say we just, we'd like for just 4-year-olds one year before school. So that's kind of the reason, because 3-year-olds don't often have a very good attention span. So that's why it's certainly not meant to exclude anyone, but just maybe, most of our programs are based on volunteer coaches, and a 3-year-old and a volunteer coach they don't know can be quite challenging. So it's never meant to exclude. But if somebody wants to coach soccer and they think their child's ready for it, we'll work with them and see. And we want those kids, we want them started at the Y young, because if you start young, you really, have a great experience and a great camaraderie with people that are your age. And it's just a good experience. So we certainly want those kids, and that's coming up. So our coaches meeting is August 8th. So right around the corner, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the goal of having fall soccer every year?
What's the goal?
Yeah. What's the goal?
I think just to I think a lot of it is trying to find out what sports children are interested in. Obviously, living here, football is, such a big thing, and people are really, we're a football town, but there are other people that really like soccer. So it's just, I think, offering things to people so kids can try it out and figure out what they do enjoy and what they like, because not everybody's a football player.
And again, that coaches meeting is August 8th.
Right.
Practices to commence shortly after, I would imagine.
Right. So, you can't really shake all that out until you have all of your registration, all of the people registered, and you've got your participants. So, once our registration closes and we can get a hard number on how many people are participating, then August 8th, we kind of kick it off, and we're always looking for good coaches, volunteers, refs, people. And we also have paid positions at the Y that are open right now.
When are games held?
Generally speaking, I hate to speak to this because, as I said, we do have a program director coming in, and I think that this will be in her bucket in terms of how she wants to operate it. What we've done in the past is we try to offer our programs so that they don't compete with other things going on in the community, like homecoming and those type of things. So generally we've started, sometimes we'll do a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for a couple of weeks to try to knock out some games so that we can have more time, that we have flexibility because of all the things that go on in the fall with everything that Taylorville does and the community.
That's Christian County YMCA Associate Executive Director Andrea Bach. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Avery. It's a pleasure.
It's a WTIM.